photosynthesis. Excuse me. What is that photosynthesis? It is a biochemical process. First thing is it is a biochemical process. What do you mean by the word biochemical? Bio means living. Bio म्हणजे काय? Living. Chemical means what? Chemicals. Process means happening, a phenomenon. So it is a biochemical process in which green plants. It is a biochemical process in which green plants takes light from sun. Light किधर से लेते हैं? Sun से. Of course, sun is the ultimate source of energy for us. So it is a biochemical process in which green plants take light from sun. Carbon dioxide from air क्यों atmosphere? Air atmosphere. Water from where? Where is the water available? From soil. In presence of chlorophyll. In presence of chlorophyll. Prepare their own food. As we eat plants for our nutrition, we eat animal for our nourishment. Plant don't eat other plants usually, normally, or plant doesn't eat animals normally. There are some plants like uh, Drosera rotundifolia. Drosera rotundifolia, full name. This plant eat insects. Hmm? Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap. It just once the insect sit on it, click, बंद हो गया. And the way it takes the nutrition from the insect कि उसके अंदर a small particle of a drop of water भी नहीं रहता है, पूरा का पूरा absorb. You take the insect out and इसको दबाओ ऐसा powder हो जाएगा, full powder. इतना अच्छे से पूरा nutrition ले लेता है. These plants are deficient with protein. उनको protein नहीं मिलता है. As these plants do not get protein, what happens? They take protein from other insect or small insect or animals. Anyway, so let's study further. So what is the reaction of photosynthesis? Reaction of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide, CO2 plus water molecule, they react with each other in presence of chlorophyll and in presence of sunlight. They prepare glucose. Formula of glucose is C6H12O6. Water molecule and oxygen molecule. How will you balance the chemical equation? 6 carbon, 6 here, hydrogen 12, and here 6 and oxygen 6. This is the balanced chemical equation of photosynthesis. Okay. So what is the photosynthesis? It is a biochemical process in which the green plants take light from the sun, carbon dioxide from the air or atmosphere in presence of chlorophyll. It absorbs water from the soil in presence of chlorophyll, prepare their own food. What is the own food? Glucose. Now I'll tell you one thing. जैसे एक कार है और a bike है, it runs. When you're running a car or bike, थोड़ी देर के बाद अगर उसका फ्यूल खत्म हो गया तो क्या होगा? It will stop. It will come to a halt. Now what I am telling you कि why does the car or a bike halts? Its fuel get exhausted. उसका फ्यूल एग्जॉस्ट हो जाता है. जैसे गाड़ी में क्या होता है, पेट्रोल डीजल ये सब चीज बर्न होता है और बर्न होने के बाद क्या प्रोड्यूस होता है? एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस होता है जिससे कार रन होता है और बाइक रन. वैसे ही हमारा बॉडी में बहुत सारे एक्टिविटीज होते हैं, रनिंग, वॉकिंग, जंपिंग, स्विमिंग, टॉकिंग, है ना, थिंकिंग, रीजनिंग, अंडरस्टैंडिंग, जजमेंट टेकिंग, डिसीजन टेकिंग, सारे एक्टिविटी को एनर्जी चाहिए, और एनर्जी कौन देता है? ग्लूकोज से। तुमने सुना है वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट में, ग्लूकोन डी तुरंत शक्ति? यस, ग्लूकोज इज द instantaneous source of energy. When you take glucose, your body get immediately energy because glucose is a fuel for our body. हमारे बॉडी का फ्यूल है, जितने भी एनिमल्स है, इवन प्लांट्स, प्लांट्स को तो ग्लूकोज चाहिए, लेकिन प्लांट ग्लूकोज खुद बनाता है एंड हम दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंड है. दैट्स व्हाई प्लांट्स आर ऑटोट्रोप्स एंड वी ऑल आर हेटेरोट्रोप्स. तो वो एक बड़ा कंसेप्ट है, वो न्यूट्रिशन चैप्टर में तुम स्टडी करोगे, ऑटोट्रोप्स, हेटेरोट्रोप्स, सेप्रोफाइट्स, ऑल दीज थिंग्स यू विल स्टडी. तो रिएक्शन ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस क्या बताता है कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर आपस में रिएक्ट होते हैं लाइट और क्लोरोफिल के सामने to prepare glucose, oxygen, and water as a water vapor, as a byproduct. Now, it is not in the form of water; it is in the form of water vapor. अगर हम लोग breathe out करते हैं, when we breathe out, तो हम लोग क्या पास करते हैं? Out carbon dioxide. But along with carbon dioxide, water also comes out in the form of water vapor. कोल्ड क्लाइमेट में या कोल्ड कंट्री में जाके देखते हैं, जब हम बात करते हैं तो मुंह से धुआं निकलता है. What is that? That is water vapor. That is water vapor. So, my dear student, listen carefully. The second definition of photosynthesis, that it is the redox reaction. It is a redox reaction. What is redox reaction? The reaction in which a reduction and oxidation, both the reaction takes place simultaneously. Reduction and oxidation, both the reaction takes place simultaneously. Such a reaction is called as a redox reaction. So it is a redox reaction in which water, carbon dioxide undergo reduction, water undergoes oxidation. Okay, so there are two molecules, both undergo. Say one goes reduction, other goes oxidation. So it is the redox reaction in which carbon dioxide, in which CO2 undergoes reduction, water, that is H2O, undergoes oxidation. Okay, in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay, prepares glucose as a main product. Baki and remaining water, you can see water vapor. Okay, water vapor and oxygen as a byproduct. Byproduct मतलब वो प्लांट के लिए एसेंशियल नहीं है ये सब चीज, वो जो रिलीज कर देते हैं एयर में. So I gave you two definitions of photosynthesis. The two definitions are: first definition, photosynthesis. तुमको मालूम है, photon means light. The word photon, photo means photon. Here, photon means light. The word synthesis ची meaning क्या है? Formation of complex substance from simple one. From simple one. म्हणजे फोटोसिंथेसिस, फोटॉन म्हणजे लाईट आणि सिंथेसिस म्हणजे फॉर्मेशन ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स सबस्टन्स फ्रॉम सिंपल सबस्टन्सेस. Carbon dioxide and water are inorganic substances. They both are simple substances. They react with each other in the presence of chlorophyll and light to prepare a complex substance called as glucose. What is its name? It is glucose. Okay, it's a complex substance, and that's why it is called as photosynthesis. Now, definition of photosynthesis. It is a biochemical process in which it is a biochemical process in which green plants, clearly I am saying it is taking place in green plants. ठीक है, takes light from sun. Light किधर से available है? Sun से. Carbon dioxide from air or atmosphere. Water from the soil. जो जिधर present है उधर से वो लेगा. Water soil में present है तो वो soil से लेगा. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एटमॉस्फेयर है तो एटमॉस्फेयर से लेगा. लाइट सन के पास है और सन दे रहा है तो सन से लेगा. ठीक है. इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ क्लोरोफिल, उसके पास जो होता ही है क्लोरोफिल, क्लोरोफिल के साथ it prepare their own food. It will prepare their own food. So it is photosynthesis. Another definition क्या बोलता है? ये reaction of photosynthesis, where 6 molecule of carbon dioxide and 12 molecule of water in presence of chlorophyll and light prepare glucose as a main product, water and carbon dioxide is a byproduct. So मैं क्या लिखूंगा? It is a redox reaction in which carbon dioxide undergo reduction, water undergoes oxidation. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड किस में जाता है? रिडक्शन रिएक्शन में. वाटर किस में जाता है? ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन में. इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ लाइट एंड क्लोरोफिल, लाइट और क्लोरोफिल को यूज करके प्रिपेयर ग्लूकोज. देयर फूड इज ग्लूकोज एज अ मेन प्रोडक्ट एंड वाटर वेपर एंड ऑक्सीजन एज अ बाय प्रोडक्ट. आई हैव रिटन इट पूरा वर्ड टू वर्ड मैंने डेफिनेशन पे किया. आई विल सेंड दिस टू योर ग्रुप. फिर सर से तुम अभी सर आपको भेज देंगे. हाँ.
What is a phosphorylation? What is this phosphorylation? It is a process in ADP. ADP, adenosine ADP म्हणजे काय? Adenosine diphosphate. Okay? It reacts, it combines IP, it is for S3PO4 and it's for phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid. Okay, that is inorganic form. What is it? Right. Adenosine. So, what is the phosphorylation? It is the process in which ADP combines with inorganic phosphorus. It is called as phosphorylation. If the reaction takes place in the presence of light, the same reaction को energy तो चाहिए. So phosphorylation का definition बता रहे हैं. ठीक है? If the reaction takes place in the presence of light, say takes place in the presence of light, that is called as photophosphorylation. Why? Light is photon. And if the same reaction takes place in presence of oxygen, in presence of oxygen, okay, that is called as oxidative. Oxidative. So what is a phosphorylation? It is the process in which ADP, adenosine diphosphate, combine with inorganic phosphate. Why it is called as inorganic? Because it do not contain carbon. There is no carbon. So inorganic phosphate So ADP, adenosine triphosphate, combined with inorganic phosphate, there is no carbon to form ATP. This is called as. So what is a phosphorylation? That is the process in which ATP combined with inorganic phosphate to form ATP. Okay. Now the same reaction, if it takes place in presence of light, it is called as phosphorylation. And if it takes place in presence of oxygen, it is called as oxidative phosphorylation. Okay. ADP is adenosine diphosphate. IP is inorganic phosphate, given name as HTPO उसका फॉर्मूला है. IP का फुल देते हैं inorganic phosphate. Inorganic. Okay. ATP is adenosine triphosphate. One more thing is AMP. You know it. AMP is adenosine phosphate. Now let us study the structure of ATP. Now when we study the structure of ATP, बहुत simple है. It is made up of ribose sugar. क्या है? Ribose sugar. You know, बायोमोलिक्यूल चैप्टर है, उसमें क्या है? What is a sugar? Sugar is made of, you know, monosaccharide, disaccharide, trisaccharide. There are single molecule is called as monosaccharide. Single sugar molecule could be of minimum 3 carbon. अगर 3 कार्बन का है तो प्राइमरी शुगर, 4 कार्बन का है तो टेट्रो शुगर बोलेंगे, 5 का है तो पेंटोज बोलेंगे, 6 का है तो हेक्सोज शुगर, 7 का है तो हेप्टोज शुगर. ऐसा. So well, इसमें राइबोज शुगर इज मेड अप ऑफ 5 कार्बन, not 5. तो ये राइबोज शुगर है. इसका स्ट्रक्चर नहीं बना रहा हूं मैं. और इसको अटैच है एडेनिन, यहाँ पे फर्स्ट कार्बन एडेनिन. एडेनिन इट्स अ नाइट्रोजन बेस. तुमने अगर डीएनए पढ़ा है स्ट्रक्चर तो उसमें था एडेनिन, गुआनिन, साइटोसिन, थायमिन, नाइट्रोजन बेस. सो एडेनिन के साथ मिलके राइबोज शुगर एंड एडेनिन टुगेदर फॉर्म एडिनोसिन. ठीक है, साथ में क्या बोलते हैं? एडिनोसिन. अब इसमें एक फास्फोरस है एडिनोसिन, 2 फास्फोरस है एडिनोसिन, तीसरा फास्फोरस जो बॉन्ड को स्टॉप में जोड़ने नहीं रहता, वो थोड़ा चले. ठीक है, उसमें एनर्जी बहुत. जैसा ये अलग हो गया तो 2 फास्फोरस एटीपी, अगर ये जुड़ गया दिस एटीपी. ठीक है, so this is the structure of ATP. In ATP, there is a ribose sugar, there is a nitrogen base, adenine, together called as adenosine. Adenosine, 1 phosphorus, monophosphate, 2 phosphorus, diphosphate, 3 phosphorus. But it is not phosphorus. It is so with 1 H3PO4, adenosine monophosphate, with 2 H3PO4, 3 H3PO4. Okay, I hope you understand. Phosphorylation subject.
The next topic is ultrastructure of chloroplast. Ultrastructure of chloroplast. Okay, so we must know what is the chloroplast. क्या होता है? It is present as there is a cell. We have a cell. A cell has a nucleus. Nucleus, and this is the cytoplasm. Of course, cytoplasm. Okay? Nucleus, cytoplasm, and in the cytoplasm there are some small, many cell organelles, of which one is the chloroplast. One is the chloroplast. Now the chloroplast क्या होता है? It is an important cell organelle. It is the important cell organelle present in the cytoplasm of a plant cell. It is present in the cytoplasm of the plant cell. The chloroplast is present in the cytoplasm of plant cell. The chloroplast has an outer membrane and inner membrane. Inner membrane and outer membrane. Both the membranes are together called as peristomium. Peristomium. So what I said, a chloroplast is the important cell organelle present in the cytoplasm of a plant cell. It is a double membrane structure made up of an outer membrane and inner membrane. Okay? The two membranes are together called as peristomium. The space between them is called as the outer chamber. It is called as outer chamber. Now, inside the chloroplast, you will find there are two types of structures. The diagram in your text you will see is different. Okay? So these kind of structures are called as grana. They are called as grana. It is plural called as grana. Okay? It is plural. Singular called as granum. Singular called as granum. So inside the chloroplast, there are many grana. They are made up of single one called as granum. They are joined with each other with the help of intergranal lamellae. These are called as intergranal lamellae. Okay? They are called as intergranal lamellae. Okay? So a chloroplast is an important cell organelle present in the cytoplasm of a plant cell. It is made up of two membranes, the outer membrane and inner membrane. Okay? The outer membrane and inner membrane together called as peristomium. The space between them is called as outer chamber. दोनों के बीच में जो जगह है उसको outer chamber बोलेंगे. The inner membrane forms a large space called as inner chamber. Inner chamber contains two things. One is grana and second is called as stroma. These are liquid part which I am drawing is the stroma. Stroma. Called as stroma. The stroma is a site for dark reaction and the grana is a site for light reaction. It is a site for light reaction. Okay? Stroma is a site for dark reaction and grana is a site of light reaction. क्या लिखने का? Each there are many granum. Grana is made up of granum. They are joined with each other with the help of intergranal lamellae. फिर क्या लिखने का? Each granum जर आपण बघितलं अभ्यास केला, it appears like a stack of coin-like structures. Okay? It appears like a stack of coin-like structure. Okay? This is the full called as granum. सिंगल अपन बोलना थाइलाकॉइड. सिंगल का नाम क्या है? थाइलाकॉइड. And there are how many? There are 2 to 200 number of thylakoid. एक granum में stack of coin like there are 2 to 200. It has a protective covering. It has the protective covering.
What is the protective covering called as? Thylakoid. Sorry, thylakoid membrane. The protective covering called the thylakoid membrane. Now inside the thylakoid, single thylakoid को study करेंगे. Thylakoid. Inside the thylakoid, there are many quantasomes, small structures called as quantasomes. We call it as quantasome. Inside one quantasome, there are many small pigments. They are called as chlorophyll. Along with chlorophyll, some other pigments like xanthophyll and carotene are also present. But सबसे ज्यादा रहता है chlorophyll. सबसे ज्यादा chlorophyll रहता है. So what I am telling you, a ultrastructure of chloroplast, it is a double membranous structure. A chloroplast is a double membranous structure. Can you all hear me? Yeah. A chloroplast is a double membranous structure made up of an outer membrane and inner membrane. The outer membrane and inner membrane, the space between them is called as outer chamber. Now, inside the chloroplast, there are two types of substances, the grana and the stroma. The grana is a site for light reaction, the stroma is a site for dark reaction. The grana is made up of granum, singular called as granum. Each granum contains 2 to 200 number of stack of coin-like structure called thylakoid. The thylakoid is covered by thylakoid membrane. Now, inside the thylakoid, there are many quantasomes, and inside the quantasome, there are about 250 pigments of chlorophyll, along with small number of xanthophyll and carotene. Any questions? Now, we'll go ahead. The stroma. The stroma is the site for dark reaction. The stroma contains enzymes. The stroma contains enzymes for photosynthesis. Okay? The stroma contains circular DNA for duplication. It is for duplication of chloroplast. एक क्लोरोप्लास्ट दो में कन्वर्ट हो गया, इज सेमी ऑटोनोमस. वो अपना नंबर खुद से बढ़ाता है. एक क्लोरोप्लास्ट खुद से दो में बन जाता है. That is semi autonomous. So it contains circular DNA. It also contains, the stroma contains ribosomes. Right? Ribosomes. Ribosomes is for protein synthesis. Protein synthesis. Any question with this? So I will just repeat the whole thing and you can take a screenshot and you can copy. So what is the ultrastructure of chloroplast? A chloroplast is the important cell organelle present in the cytoplasm of a plant cell. A chloroplast is the important cell organelle present in the cytoplasm of a plant cell. A chloroplast is the important cell organelle present in the cytoplasm of a plant cell. It is a double membranous structure. It is a double membranous structure made up of outer membrane and inner membrane. The space between the outer and inner membrane is called as outer chamber. The two membranes are together called as peristome. Inside the chloroplast, there are two substances. One is the grana, second is the stroma. The grana is the site for light reaction, the stroma is the site for dark reaction. The grana, singular, called as granum. Grana is plural. Now each granum is contains 2 to 200 stack of coil-like structure called thylakoids. The thylakoid has a protective covering called thylakoid membrane. Each single thylakoid contains many quantasomes. The quantasome contains approximately 250 pigments of chlorophyll. Along with chlorophyll, xanthophyll and carotene are also present. They are actually photoprotective pigments. They protect the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll protect it. Then, when we talk further, The stroma contains three things: enzymes, ribosomes, and circular DNA. Enzyme for photosynthesis, circular DNA for duplication of chloroplast, and the ribosomes for protein synthesis. Let me know if at all you have any doubts.